of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor E.A. Adeboye, his son Adeolu Adeboye, and his wife Adebimpe Adeboye. Both of them were involved in defrauding a state in Nigeria, Kaduna State, to the tune of 8 point something billion naira. And when they were called to account for their stewardship, the pastor's son, Pastor Adeolu Adeboye, ran to the law court in order to seek protection from being investigated or being arrested. Now, hold on. Don't be too fast. You know why I showed interest in this is because we are complaining, and I think we are tired of politicians, people. You know, the investigation was made, done, and it was real and true that those people never did anything. Some, it just showed empty land and nothing was done. And just as the investigation was conducted and concluded, nobody has been prosecuted. And so when this came up, I was like, should we Christians also be involved in this kind of thing? I said, hold on, you don't know the end of the story. Don't be in haste and don't think you know the end, because there is a twist to it. And I'm going to read briefly from the reports that I have. Now, when I saw this report coming from Sahara Reporters, I believed it was legit, and so I was downcast. And you see, every attention has been given to this report because, one, a pastor's son, not just normal, ordinary pastor's son, a very popular pastor, and this son also is a pastor, and it is not expected.
One of our babas came up. He said that the problem of Nigeria is spiritual, that the leaders are trying their best, with all this, their false humility. Nigerian leaders are trying their best. Baba, you are saying that the problems of Nigeria are spiritual. Okay. So your church does not have problems. Now the mighty wind has blown and Tolo Yash don't open. Your pikin, your child, went and did contract in Kaduna State, and your son got a contract. How much total? Is it 8 kilometers or 18 kilometers? Even if it is 18 kilometers, for is it 15 billion or 18 billion? That means about 1 billion per kilometer. Okay, we have started using the streets of gold. And then your son failed to deliver after collecting half of the contract sum, did only 30% and absconded. One of them very rude. Your son took a contract. If 8 billion, maybe he paid, is it 80 million or 800 million as tithe to you? And then he abandoned the contract. Because if he doesn't pay tithe, he will go to hell, so he has to pay.
The problems our nation is facing is more than political.
According to Pastor Adeboye, the problems of Nigeria is more, than political. It's not economical. It's actually spiritual. But meanwhile, his son is busy, diving into politics and handling political projects and contracts. I never knew that pastors and their children are actually even doing roads and government projects in Nigeria. This is the first time I'm even seeing something like this, and these are the reasons why sometimes you see some people talk about pastors, the likes of Daddy Freeze. Now if they come for this guy now, they will say that the Freeze is doing too much. I am one person that doesn't like to talk down on pastors, but I just don't know why this is even happening. First of all, even looking at the guy self, I cannot even believe that he can even take money like this and just japa, carry 8 billion naira and run. Really? And then he landed into court and he's even trying to go to court to stop the probing. Nigeria, we should do better. Our pastor should do better. How can a pastor's son If a pastor's son that is well grounded in the word of God can also steal, I bet tell me why you think that we should be blaming our politicians that some of them have not even stepped into church before. Those ones should not steal with contract money. Eh?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. I quickly want to drop this before I go back to my work. Allegedly, from the news I got, on the Sahara Reporters page, which I know the standard and quality, they will never push out anything that they have not confirmed. And based on the news I read on there and the paperwork that I saw, Adeboye, the son of Baba Adeboye of Redeemed Christian Church, I won't say of God. Now, he is embroiled in a scandal of 8 billion naira. I have told you several times that these men and their allies and their children are part of the people that are destroying, if they have not totally destroyed Nigeria. So many of you will say we should shut up. Do you know that the road project abandoned by this guy that he didn't do 8 kilometers for 8 billion naira? You abandon after completing only 30%. Adeboye's son in scandal, and he rushed to court so that they won't arrest him. He has gone to get some paperwork so that EFCC and Kaduna State government will not arrest him for not completing the project. My name remains Rotimi Daniels. Bye for now.